Hello, guys. We're back again with the Challenge World Championships. We're now at episode 3, and it's another over-bloated episode of the challenge. A lot of stuff could have been cut out that didn't need to be there, but they added in there. And the only thing that happened this episode was an elimination. Literally. The last episode, the only thing that happened was a daily challenge. And this one, the only thing that happened is an elimination. Anyways, as annoyed as I am about this nonsense that they're doing, it's like they're intentionally making the show worse than it needs to be. There's a whole bunch of people drama where Kellyanne is feeling some type of way that John A. doesn't just say that she's safe or whatever the hell, and she's whining and bitching about it, and her partner's trying to be calm, and it's just all her feelings. And then the Emily, what is that chick's name? Is it Emily? This one, the Olympic swimmer from Australia, and there was a whole thing about her and her relationship. I don't know why they thought that was interesting, because a bunch of other people told stories and there was no goddamn overemphasis on it, and her story was not interesting. She went to the challenge having a boyfriend, and then she cheated on that guy, got with another guy, then went on a trip with that guy, and then they went back and now they're living together. Fascinating. Grant is good. He's a pretty good, solid player. He talks to everyone. He has good relationships with people, and he kills it when it's come time to perform. So I'll give him that. I'll root for Grant. Then fucking Nelson, man, he's still doing his dumb shit. He is still flirting with his partner. Chose his partner because he wanted to sleep with her, and he's flirting it up. At Storm, this dude is complete garbage. Like, I had the same problem I have with him as I did with Leroy. I was rooted for Leroy. I wanted him to do good in the challenge, but he doesn't improve. He doesn't improve. Even when he gets better, he only gets better at the things that he was already good at. It's like one of the main problems I had with Leroy was he couldn't swim. Learned to goddamn swim. Then there was one episode where he said, "Oh, I learned to swim, and I went to the pool and I learned to swim." And then he goes out there to swim, and he absolutely goddamn practically drowns. It's the garbage players that never improve that pisses me off, and especially when I rooted for them. So I rooted for Leroy, and then now he's gone, and finally he's gone, and he's done disappointing me. I did root for Nelson at one point, and he just never gets better. His weaknesses, puzzles, and anything that involves goddamn strategy or anything like that. Never improves. Ever. He's still stupid. He's still doing stupid, dumb shit like this. Choosing a partner just because he wants to sleep with them. It's like he's treating it like a dating show. What are you doing, you stupid? He's always talking about he wants to win money for his mother and want to do. How are you going to do any of that if you're not trying to win? No? They should do him like Casey and just cut all his goddamn screen time, because I am beyond pissed off with this dude. If I had never rooted for him, I wouldn't give a shit. It's just another loser. But the disappointment. I'm Ben Ha. This fucking guy, man. This guy, he seems a little empty-headed. He doesn't seem dumb, but he's just like the social aspect of the game, where he's already talking about, oh, I don't want to lie to anyone. I want to play an honorable game, and it's so difficult. And he's like, I'm a Gemini or some bullshit about signs, and he's like, oh, my emotions and all. It's just like, bro, you're so fake. You're not a real person. You're a character that you put on. Just stop it. Just be genuine. Just fucking play the game. You're here to play the game. Play the game and stop putting on this whole thing. It's like, if you just played the game and you could have shown that, oh, you're having a tough time lying, or you tell the truth all the time, I'd have been like, fine. But if you're preaching about, oh, it's difficult for you to lie and all this stuff, and There was never an opportunity for you to lie. You were never in a position of power to lie to anyone or make promises to anybody. And just like if you're saying it, if you're telling me what your character is, you're lying to me. You're telling me what you want me to believe rather than what I see. And what I see is that you're just not that person. You sounds like you're lying. When you're saying you're not, you don't lie, everyone lies. So that's right there a lie. You're saying you don't want to lie to people in this game and break promises. All right, that makes more sense. But still, there's no need to say it. No one asked you a question of whether or not, like literally, when he said that, no one asked him, are you going to have a tough time lying? No one said that. He brought it up. Fakeness. Maybe I'm being unfair to him because I'm already frustrated from all the bullshit just from watching this episode. It annoyed the shit out of me. I can say one thing though. In this season, I actually like Danny. He annoyed the shit out of me the first time I saw him, where he was talking about his wife all the time. In this season, I liked him. He was good. He was strategic. He's like, I don't want to make too many friends because then I would have to backstab these people and it's going to be tough. So I'm going to make less friends and just play the game. And I like it. I like it. Good on him. Kellyanne still on this whole trip about John A. and her friendship. There was a whole thing where it's weird shit, man. This thing right here with Tori and Jordan, where they're talking about how they imprinted on each other and we're so much better now that we're not in a relationship, and it's just like, come the hell on, bro. It looks like you two banged after the last show you were on, and now you're like acting like you're friends now. It's just like, nah, you smashed, and she's got feelings again, but you're not trying to get back in that thing, and then she's gonna get all heartbroken, and she's gonna forget to take her medication, and the depression is gonna hit her again. It's gonna be a freaking spiral, and I don't care for it. All right. Tristan's pretty calm. Kellyanne is all over the place, but he's pretty calm. He's talking, trying to strategize with people. Bananas is giving Benha advice about the game. I don't really care. Freaking, what is that chick's name? The one with the carved up face. Well, there could be multiple with carved up faces, but this one with the obvious carved up face. What is her name? Oh, I think that's Kiki. Right. Kiki. Right. Okay. So she's there. She beasted in that elimination, but since then she hasn't done anything impressive. Who's her partner? Is it Jordan? No, I don't think it's Jordan. I don't know. I have no idea. It's Danny. I think it's Danny. No, it's Danny and Tori. God damn it, I don't know. I don't know. So so John A. found out about the fact that Kellyanne was talking about wanting to get out strong players, and obviously John A. right now is one of the strongest players because her teammate undefeated, and she's pretty good at the game as well. So after she found out about that, then she goes and tells Kellyanne that she promised she's not going to put her in elimination as long as she doesn't tell anybody about the promise that they're going to work together and all that stuff. Freaking Ricardo, he's just there. Who's his partner? I think it's Naya. I don't know. He's there. He's breathing air. I think the last episode, Rodrigo, is it Rodrigo? I think it's Rodrigo, not Ricardo. Rodrigo, he was running like an old lady. I think in the sand thing, he didn't look like he was tired. He just like he had a hard time lifting his lower body. It was strange. I mean, I guess because he's one of the, I mean, he has a lot of gray hairs. He could be one of the oldest guys there, but still, there's no goddamn excuse for that. You're a grown ass man running like that. The Nelson, Nelson presented an option to John A, where he says, "This is what we're going to do. If I want to go against Ben-Ha, I'll lower my head. If I want to go against Tristan, I'll raise my head." Something like that. And John A was just like, "What the? That doesn't make any sense. I'm the one making the decision. You don't have a choice. You're going into elimination." But she's like, "Maybe I can use this and just blame it on, if whatever choice I make, I could just blame it on Nelson." And sounds brilliant. She even told him, "That's a brilliant idea," even though it's a dumbass idea. She's like, "That's a brilliant idea." And Nelson's so happy about himself. And it's just like, God damn, this dude is stupid. All right. So we get to the elimination finally. This is all that bullshit was like 26 minutes. 26 minutes of nonsense. And the elimination was just like the last, it was like maybe 9 or 10 minutes. And then we had more time of a bunch of other nonsense. They're just like, just why? Why are they doing this? All right, so finally get to the elimination and come down to what the choice is going to be. In the end, John A chose Kellyanne and Tristan to go in to elimination after she promised her that she's not going to see elimination. So a promise is broken. So she's hoping that Kellyanne goes home, even though they were friends outside of the game. She just pretty much promised her something and then backstabs her. All right. So she's pissed off. All right. So the elimination is basically like a swing. All right. Show you an image of it. Reference. All right. So as you can see, there's going to be a bunch of plates over here, and they have to get different colored plates. That's going to give them points, and they need 8 points. So grab the plates, they get 8 points, and then they're going to have to assemble the plates over here into a puzzle shape. All right. So obviously it's a swing. So you have to swing your partner, and you got to keep the momentum going and keep it going. Right. This team that doesn't have Nelson on it, figure it out what you got to do. You got to keep the momentum and keep pushing your partners so they can swing and get the plate. This team, for some reason, couldn't figure it out because they have Nelson. Nelson kept grabbing the swing and stopping the momentum. Every time he would swing her, he would run with it, push at the last point. So he would run until they come to the part where she's going to go swing. So then he runs with her, slowing her down while he's running, and then pushes up against gravity. So obviously she's not going to go very far. So then she goes up, she doesn't swing all the way, she comes back down, and then he grabs the rope, stops the momentum, and then resets, run again, and then push. Doesn't go anywhere. Everyone understands, is rooting for him, and they're yelling, "Nelson, stop stopping her. You have to swing with the momentum." They keep saying it, and he keeps doing the same dumb shit. Nelson has to have a learning disability. This level of stupid is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. He got them. So obviously there wasn't much tension in this goddamn game because they couldn't get all the plates, and Tristan and freaking Kellyanne get all the points, and they assembled their puzzles while Nelson just started to figure out how to freaking swing her, even though he was still doing a shitty job, and she was just flopping her legs around and destabilizing the platform that she's on. So even when the swing goes, her legs are swinging down. So the swing is like this. They got to go like this. She's flapping her legs and causing herself to go like this. So she's like creating drag, and she doesn't swing all the way. And even though what she did was stupid, she was trying her best because Nelson was failing so hard. She was trying to do something to add to the process, and it just didn't work. So I'll let her go with that. I'd never want to see Nelson in another challenge again. He's gotten dumber. He's only gotten dumber. And after he lost, he had the nerve to say this bullshit. He says in this challenge, you never know what you're going to get. You never know how what's going to be thrown at you. And you can't look back on what you could have done wrong or what you did wrong or what you did good or whatever. You can reflect on that. You just got to keep moving forward. The absolute worst goddamn advice he can possibly give, because that is exactly what he's doing, and it is exactly why he keeps losing. You have to look back. You have to know what your weaknesses are, where your strengths are, reflect so that you can improve on the things that you're not good at. But you're not doing that, Nelson. Just stop showing up for these goddamn challenges. I am sick of you. Sick of you. So after that, after Nelson is gone, and another person from Argentina is gone, Kellyanne and Tristan confronts Grant and John A. Grant apologizes for how it went down. Kellyanne confronts John A. separately, and Kellyanne was like, okay, why did you promise me that and then go around and then backstab me? I thought we were friends. And John A. was like, well, I heard, she's like, I heard, she was like, well, a bunch of factors went into it. And John A. and Kellyanne was like what? And John A. was like, well, I promised you this. And I said, if you didn't tell anyone. She's like, I heard from other people that you told them about the deal that we made or whatever the hell. An obvious lie. Kellyanne was just like, why are you doing this? Why would you lie? Why would you lie about this? Why not just admit it that you betrayed me? And I gotta agree with Kellyanne on this. This was just like, she tried to gaslight her to get out of the possibility of her friendship being ruined. It's just like, why would you do this? Because you already betrayed her and you two are friends outside of the game. And then you're going to lie to her face when she could watch the show back and see that you were lying. And even in the moment, she knows you're lying. It was and she's saying that Kellyanne told people about it. Kellyanne never told anyone about it. Even if people told her that, Kellyanne knows she didn't tell anyone. So it didn't make any sense to make up that lie unless there was a possibility that she told someone. It just, yeah, it was just, it was dumb. So that is how it ends now. And Nelson is gone. Thank God. Hopefully the rest of the players are going to be good, and the freaking producers or whatever are going to stop doing this nonsense, and they start editing out all the pointlessness and just do the goddamn challenge. It's called the challenge. Make the show about the challenge. Till next time.